was once called Hollywood's biggest waste of talent. A man who went from red carpets to prison cells. But just when the world had given up on him, he returned. Not just to act, but to become a legend. This is the unbelievable story of Robert Downey Jr., a man who battled addiction, jail time, and career blacklisting before becoming Iron Man and changing Hollywood forever. The prodigy who fell too fast. Born into a family of artists, Robert Downey Jr. was practically raised on movie sets. His father, a filmmaker, introduced him to acting and drugs, both at a dangerously young age. By 5, he had his first acting role. By 6, he had already tasted marijuana. As a young adult, Downey's talent was unmistakable. With films like Chaplin, he earned Oscar nominations and critical praise. But behind the charm and charisma, a storm was brewing. Fame came fast, and so did the pressure, and Robert spiraled. Addiction, arrests, and the fall from grace. From 1996 to 2001, Downey was arrested multiple times for drug-related charges. Heroin, cocaine, and alcohol took control of his life. He missed court-ordered drug tests. He was found wandering barefoot in alleyways. He even broke into a neighbor's house while high and fell asleep in their bed. Hollywood, once enchanted by his talent, blacklisted him. He was fired from Ally McBeal, dropped from movie projects, and studios labeled him too risky. In 1999, he served nearly a year in jail. The man who once had the world at his feet was now wearing an orange jumpsuit, forgotten by fame. The turning point. But something shifted. After years of arrests, relapses, and public humiliation, Robert made a choice. With the support of friends, therapy, and martial arts training, Downey started rebuilding his life. He got clean. He stayed sober. But Hollywood wasn't ready to take him back, not yet. Then came the role that would change everything. The Iron Man gamble. In 2007, Marvel was launching a risky new project, Iron Man. They needed a lead actor who could embody Tony Stark. Brilliant, broken, and ultimately heroic. Director Jon Favreau fought for Robert Downey Jr. Everyone else said no. Marvel was hesitant. The insurance companies didn't want to cover him. But Favreau believed because Robert was Tony Stark, a genius with a self-destructive past, trying to do better. And so, against all odds, he was cast. Iron Man released in 2008, and it was a phenomenon. The film grossed over $585 million and launched the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Robert Downey Jr. wasn't just back. He was the face of the biggest film franchise in history. Redemption and reinvention. From Iron Man to Avengers, Downey brought unmatched charisma and depth to his role. But off-screen, he stayed grounded. He became an advocate for recovery, mentored young actors, and proved that a second chance can become a lifetime transformation. He once said, "Remember that just because you're in a slump now, doesn't mean you won't rise later." That mindset became the heart of his story. Robert didn't just revive his career, he rebuilt his entire identity. His journey shows us the brutal truth about fame. It can build you up, but it can also break you if you're not mentally ready. Robert Downey Jr. had to lose everything to find out who he really was. He didn't just battle addiction, he battled self-worth, forgiveness, and the fear of never being accepted again. And through every relapse, every headline, and every doubt, he held on. He was counted out, laughed at, locked up, and still he rose. Robert Downey Jr. didn't just play a superhero. He became one, not because of a suit of armor, but because of his will to fight the demons within. So if you're battling something today, remember this: your rock bottom isn't the end. It might just be the start of your Iron Man moment. Subscribe to Mental Titans for more stories that prove it's never too late for a comeback.